is one of the problems we have, is we overvalue skill and undervalue humanity, and undervalue trustworthiness, and undervalue loyalty, and undervalue empathy and patience, and all of these very human skills that we want in good parents and good teachers and good leaders. And as your profession adapts to a new world where automation is, let's use a bold term, threatening the livelihoods of many people and probably the existence of many firms, you can't double down on skills, because that's the stuff that's going to get automated. You got to double down on leadership stuff. We'd be the biggest hypocrites in the world if we stand on this stage and tell everybody it's all about the relationship, but then don't teach anybody how to build relationships, just continue to pump skills into them. Then you're literally, I generally believe that bankruptcy very often is an act of suicide. You know, that people who, when organizations go bankrupt, both internal or external commentators will say, disruption. It's disruption. Its technology has disrupted our... That's a defensive response, which is we can see what's going to happen. Like, this is not difficult.
Kodak is a prime.
Kodak is a great example. Kodak invented the digital camera
in
1975, suppressed the technology for fear that it would cannibalize film sales, predicted that 10 years later this digital thing would happen, and over the course of those 10 years they did nothing. They made billions and billions of dollars licensing the technologies to other firms from their patents. The patents ran out, and 5 years later they were bankrupt. That's an act of suicide, even though superficially they thought they were doing well because they were pulling in billions of dollars and the balance sheet looked amazing, but the company was fundamentally extremely weak. Organizations like, professions like yours that historically would say you're doing great because look at the numbers, you're making money hand over fist and it's growing every year. The new opportunity is not only to recognize that the foundations are fundamentally weak, but to actually have the skill set to knock on the door and say, I know you're making a ton of money, but you're not doing well.
Well, in actuality, there's a lesson there in the profession, because the profession is doing well, and we have to challenge ourselves along that.
Correct.
That same process.
Making money is no indication of health.